Hello, my name is Jeremy. I am one of the co-owners here at Flyin Miata. We are an e-commerce business in Western Colorado that specializes in giving people the experience of making their Miata more fun to drive. And so that's what we do. We've been a corporation since 1983, and then in 2020, the original owners retired and sold the business to a handful of us employees who converted the business into one that is employee owned. So things were going great. It's all a new experience. A lot of us have been here for a very long time. And around 2023 or so, I was recommended by a mentor of mine to read the book Traction. And I read it, and it is exactly right up my alley. I fell in love with it. And so I presented it to my co-owners and said, hey, I think we should all read this and think about it. And so we took some time. We actually read it as a group and thought about some of the concepts, some of the people like this, more that, maybe a little less, et cetera. And over time, we kind of developed it to the point where we said, you know what, let's give this a shot. Let's give this a year to work through the process and see what we think, starting just at the very beginning and just see what happens, give it a fair shake. And with that, we also decided something that was very important, which was, in order to do this, because we are all very much in the business, in order to do this, we really needed a third party to come in and, help kind of guide us and hold us accountable, which the EOS platform does have through their implementers. So we shopped around, we interviewed a whole bunch of implementers, all of it were very much qualified. And what we realized was it's more about finding an implementer that you can relate well to and that you can open up to, because you're asking them to come in and do a very, professional and yet personal thing, being a part of the structure and the running in a way of your business, helping guide you to do those things better. And so through that process, after interviewing, I think 4 or 5 different implementers, we found Tom Tompkins, who I'm here to, give a wholehearted recommendation for today. We invited Tom to come in and work with us in that capacity. And we're actually just coming up on our first annual. So it's been about a year, I think technically a little bit over because of the way our cycle ran, of working with Tom. And, in a nutshell, it's been very successful. Over time, everyone in the company has, I hope, seen the value in this, kind of bought into it, started thinking about the concepts and how the EOS platform works. And Tom has very much been successful in helping to shape and guide our leadership team to get us to stay on point, to, hold us accountable and make sure that we're moving forward. And, after a year, I can really say it's something that we've just internalized and things are just happening now. It's just working. And, he has this place out here where he's still helping to guide. But as time goes on, I kind of see that soft transfer of, something the leadership team can just start to imbue on our own. So anyway, overall, we're very happy with the process and, very happy with Tom as our implementer. And just wanted to take a minute to, say thanks to him and do this little video to share our experience. Business is better than ever. It's really hard to point at one specific thing and say, oh, this is the reason why your business has grown. You can't really do that, but within all of the different aspects of the things that we're responsible for that have helped our business to grow, I definitely believe that, having the EOS process and having an implementer to come in and help to guide us and keep us on track is absolutely one of those positive aspects that's, contributed to our total overall growth, which is really going well. And, I think most of us here, anyway, we couldn't be any happier with how things are going, and we're really looking forward to continuing to see where this goes. So again, thank you, EOS, and thank you, Tom. If you have any questions, I'm kind of a fanboy of the whole setup, so I'm willing to talk. Feel free to reach out. Yeah, I guess that's all. Thank you and take care.